been a great year so far, guys. We have a bunch of really great games, some misses. What has been the best game you played so far?
For me, it's got to be Bloodborne. I put a lot of time into that game on just one character. That game's really good mechanics-wise, and it's a Souls game, so it's got all the cool lore. It gets really weird in the best possible ways, and I'm glad that Miyazaki was able to work on it, and he was also able to work on Dark Souls 3, which comes out next year.
How does it compare to like the Dark Souls games? Like, is it different?
It's very
tone-wise,
different. It encourages you to be a lot more aggressive because there's no shield, and you can regain health once you're attacked for a short amount of time, and really changed it up. And it's really good. I can't wait for the DLC whenever they announce it.
Nice.
I just can't stop saying how good it is.
All right.
I've got quite a few favorite games or like greatest games I've played so far this year. I like The Order. I like Watch Dogs. Don't laugh at that.
Well, okay.
But my favorites so far have been Battlefield. Like all the DLCs that came with Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline. I enjoyed Hardline, but it wasn't as good as Battlefield 4.
So then why did you enjoy it if it wasn't as good?
Because it was like a different type of gameplay. It just seemed like original from like the rest of the Battlefields, and I liked it.
Oh, mine would have to be Metal Gear Solid 5. It's just probably the best game I've played in the last 5 years as far as story goes. Combat system's fantastic. The graphics are great. It runs fantastically on my computer. Just everything about the game is perfect. I'm only about halfway through it right now, but so far I'm just loving it, and I can't wait to finish up the story.
Now, are you going in as a Metal Gear fanboy, or is this
Yeah.
like when you're earlier?
Yeah, definitely. I've played probably every game in the series, minus like Peace Walker. I think that's the only one that I
Horrible
missed.
I think
Right.
Peace Walker's on PS3.
Yeah, I think so. So like, I have been like seeing all the gameplay. Everyone's freaking out about it. I've never played a Metal Gear game. Like, what should I do if I want to like play it?
I think that game, you can go into it and just as a game, like the gameplay is just great. But as far as like understanding the story, there are some like parts in it where you look at it and you're just like, oh my god, like that is from like a game that came out 10 years ago, and you won't really understand that. But just like as a game, I mean, it's as far as gameplay, graphics, everything goes. I think you go into it and still like have a good time. But I think to get the most out of it, you probably want to play at least like 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so I'd get less of the story, but it would still
Yeah.
be like, okay, I get that.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Well, for me, like, I want to say I really love what they did with Rare Replay, because Rare Replay is the kind of game where I'm tired of collections or remasters or whatever just for more money, but Rare Replay is different because it has all their games from like the past 30 years, good and bad. Like, it's really interesting to see a company go, here's the things we are really proud of and great, and here's the things that sucked, and they give like a true history lesson on them, which feels really different from all the other kind of like collections we've gotten so far.
Right.
But for best game, God, Arkham Knight was so good. Like, I was really worried, because after Origins was just kind of okay, and, the long wait between City and this, and constant delays, there was a lot of expectation, and it wasn't perfect. I think the story has some, like, issues towards the end for, like, hardcore Batman fans like me, but the gameplay's great. I didn't mind the tank stuff, even though everyone else seems like they did, but it controlled really well and just felt great, and it sounds cheesy, but all the advertising said, like, be the Knight, and, like, I felt really like Batman.
You felt like the Knight.
I felt like the Knight, and I hate saying that because how stupid it sounds. But it was great. But there have been some games that haven't been as good. Do any of you guys have any stuff you think has been just kind of disappointed you this year?
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online. I was really hyped for it because I really love like every Elder Scrolls game I've played. I love everything Bethesda comes up with, and like since that falls in line with it, like Elder Scrolls, I thought it was gonna be super great. I was so pumped. I poured like $70-something in that game. I did like the pre-order and the Plus membership, and it turns out to suck. I put all the money into it, and then I played it for like 2 or 3 days, like like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not like those hours total. But I just never picked it up again.
Like, what was disappointing about it?
Like, I thought it was gonna be like extremely fun, like all the other Elder Scrolls, but like I remembered why I didn't like a lot of like massive online like multiplayer games, because all the grinding
And you
like,
felt it didn't like break the mode or anything.
yeah, and I'd rather play Warcraft.
I get that, yeah.
That was actually my pick as well. Elder Scrolls Online, I think, was probably the worst game I played. I played it when it came out in beta, and I was like, okay, this could be okay. It just seemed like a very just like a like Elder Scrolls themed crappy MMO basically. Like they were just trying to ride off of the success of Skyrim to just sell an MMO, and at the time that's when you had to pay $15 a month, I believe. But it's not fun, and everybody said like, oh, this is gonna be fun like once you hit like level 50, I think it was, like
The Destiny kind of thing, yeah.
they're like, oh, then it gets fun, and I hit that and it just proceeded to not be fun for me. So I second that. I think Elder Scrolls Online is probably the worst game that I've played this year.
It takes a while to get that high too, and like the trailer for it made it look so BA, but it just
Yeah,
it
it
wasn't.
really fell short.
I guess like DLC stuff has kind of been disappointing for me lately. Just with a couple like, I loved Arkham Knight, but the first thing they released was just kind of like super generic and like a side story thing, and that's the kind of game where like they could really extend that in a lot of different ways. But right now it just seems like skin packs and stuff like that, which is like a general disappointment. But I guess, I don't know.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, compared to the great game, I expected more. But speaking of great games, we still have a whole fall, coming up, all the big game
3 months
releases.
left.
I mean, Andrew, what do you think is going to be like the biggest game for you this fall?
Halo 5.
All right.
I need to get an Xbox for it,
All right.
but I'm a Halo fanboy and I'm definitely picking that up.
Okay.
I'm excited to see how they're bringing in characters that were in the books that
Oh,
weren't in the games yet, and that looks really exciting.
So, like, I played 4 and wasn't a big fan. Like, are you worried about that? Did you play 4 at all?
Yeah, I played 4.
Okay.
I guess a bit. I got to like online 50, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed the gameplay. I didn't think they deviated too much from Halo. Like some people say it became more like Call of Duty, but I
Okay.
didn't feel it that much. It still felt like a Halo game.
I get
with the
that, yeah.
gameplay.
All right.
I'm super pumped for Fallout 4. I get on the hype train easily.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked a lot of the like the other Fallouts. Like I liked Fallout New Vegas and 3. I just I hate how slow it goes sometimes, like going like to place, but like
A little bit of the grind, yeah.
I watched the E3 stuff with Fallout 4, and they just made it look good. I like the fact that you can build like your base up and stuff, and the dog sold it for me.
See, like, do you think you're going to be doing much of that, though? Because, like, I think that's a great addition to the series, but, like, the more I think about it, like, part of what I love was, like, seeing what they create and just kind of, like, exploring. So I don't know if that seems like an odd addition to anybody else.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it turns out, because you can get like really like crazy with the customization and stuff like that. Like I've seen
Right,
like
yeah.
some pre-made things, like they show in like trailers and stuff, and it looks like incredible. But I guess we'll see.
You can visit like other people's creations, right?
I think
Actually,
it's something like that,
yeah, I don't know.
Like
about
you can create something that other people can just come and visit it and explore and whatnot.
And I'm definitely excited for the console mod stuff that they're doing. That's a really big deal.
Is that coming to PS4? Did they announce that?
I think they announced it definitely for one. I'm not sure about PS4
the-
at the moment.
The Xbox One was at the initial announcement.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge big deal.
I've never.
Oh, so at E3 they announced that on PC you can do mods. A lot of those will be coming to Xbox One as well, like simultaneous release for like whenever somebody uploads them, which I think will be really great. The question is how well it'll work, because it is the first kind of game doing that really on a console.
Yeah, so some
Officially.
people who make
Officially,
mods, they might not know how to do it for the Xbox, so they might just say, I'm just going to skip out on the
And
Xbox.
if it doesn't like affect or hurt the gameplay experience, of course. That's exciting. to
Probably
see.
has to be some sort of testing thing
Yeah,
for it, so
definitely,
it doesn't
yeah.
brick someone's
Yeah.
console.
Probably, I don't expect it to be like an initial thing, because I don't think they confirmed if it was, but we'll see how that works out. But what about you?
My most anticipated game of this year is Hitman. Definitely. Some of the older ones were kind of bad, really bad.
Yeah.
And then the most recent one, Absolution, came out, and I actually just loved it. I've played it, I think, like 3 times through. Just everything about that game was perfect, so I really can't wait to see what they do next.
For me, I mean, obviously I'm a little trepidatious with this, but I have too many good memories of Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 to not be excited for the new Battlefront. Graphically it looks amazing. I like that, a lot of people are complaining about this. I like that each thing, like each different map would have its own unique mode to it, and not just here's like 15 different like deathmatch traditional stuff. I like to try something a little different with it. We'll see if the customization stuff works out. No prequel stuff is really nice. And obviously, of course, with EA, when you see how the multiplayer turns out, but like
I'm nervous.
I have faith though, honestly. After the debacle that was Battlefield 4 and nobody getting Hardline after how bad
Right.
Battlefield 4 was, I feel like they're really gonna try and make this one a lot better. So
I hope so.
I hope so. Obviously, we can only
I
hope.
really hope so.
But yeah, I guess all we can do now is just wait and see how they turn out. Hope we have a good year.